Welcome back to another video of Dead by Pop Goes the Weasel. My name is Cubeproductions, and today we're using Scroll Merchant as always, using Spoiler Trick Paint Resonance, Pop Goes the Weasel, Nowhere to Hide, and Desolation, using geographical readouts and brown noise generator as our perks, and I don't want to get straight to the video so I can show you how great this build is. Okay, today we're on Gas Heaven. I used to really like this map, but now I kind of hate this map. I don't know why. I do know why. It's because basically like some of the loops on this map are just annoying. And it kind of feels like the map is pretty big. It's not really big, but it always feels like I have a hard time controlling generators on this map. But maybe as I keep playing it, and eventually I'll be able to do it. So I'm going to drone up immediately. I saw no survivor, but then my drone detects someone, so I'm like, what? So I go straight after them. But I know they're here because I don't see any more scratch marks. So I know that they stayed here. So I'm chasing over this car. I don't know why they're leaving this car, like I'm not going to eventually hit them. But then I end up missing, so that's probably why I lose that car, because I'm trash. So I'm gonna hit them right here. There's no pallet, by the way, on this tile. I don't know why, but that's rare. So normally I would continue chasing him, but I'm gonna put a drone right there just to make sure I can protect that gen. And I see the two people get located in my drone, so I know there's two people on that gen. So I'm going to immediately go back over there, because it makes more sense to protect that gen from two people than it does to chase one person. 360, and then get slapped by a pallet. And then she just, for some reason why, goes over the pallet. I don't know why he did that. I was kind of mad though, because I thought Desolation was going to activate, but Desolation ended right at the last second. But I don't mind, because I'm going to hit both of them. And then I'm going to put a drone here, and I'm going to vault this window. And I know but the problem is, because I put a drone up there. By the way, this is the reason why you don't use Desolation sometimes. Because I put a drone there, Desolation did not activate. But it's a bad thing. But at the same time, it's kind of fine, because of one reason. Even though Desolation didn't activate, it did do something that, because I didn't show it off, no one knows I have it. Even though most of the time, even when they do know I have it, it doesn't really matter, because I end up just killing them anyway, or it doesn't even get used. So because of that reason, I'm an idiot, and I accidentally made myself untouchable, so I have no trade radius. Then I miss every hit, because for some reason why this girl is evasive, but we finally down her, and if I didn't, this is why I don't always misplay. But there are times where I misplay, so I want to make sure y'all understand and see that. Sometimes playing killer, you need to play perfectly in order to win. Same thing with survivor. Sometimes you're playing against a really good killer, so you have to play perfectly or play really well in order to stop them from killing you. But right there, missing 3 hits and not being able to use one of my perks really made it harder for me to be able to play the game and actually win right there. So that was definitely my mistake. If I would have not put that drone up and Desolation would activate, because I forgot that pallet was even down, then I would have been able to break that pallet and then chase that girl immediately and win. But it's fine. So I see scratch marks, and I know this one's right here because not only do I see scratch marks, I also have the ability to do this thing called cheat, using Nowhere to Hide. But for some reason, she's like, well, I'm going to just sit here and get exposed. So I'm going to wait for her to get exposed. And I'm going to chase her now that she's exposed. And now that she's exposed, all I have to do is hit her one time, and she loses. Perfection. Don't ever stay in the drone radius against a merchant. It makes no sense. But the problem is we already lost 2 generators, so that kind of sucks. And then I look and I see that there's 2 people who have cloud traps on them. So that means that there is definitely someone who is probably back on the generator in the shack, because that's where one of the 2 people definitely had a cloud trap on them when they were there, so I know that has to be that person. So I'm going to go straight back over there, and I'm going to try and down them. I'm untethable right now, so you don't know where I'm coming from. So I almost got a grab, by the way, but then I missed my hit. And then I'm going to hit her, put the drone up here. Get this gen. I'm going to put a drone back, but I need to make sure I get a drone first. Before I get a drone back. There's no way she's going to be at the window, so she's going to go and hide in the corner, but I noticed she had in the corner, so I'm going to go after her. And I know she can't make that jump fast enough, so I'm going to hit her. She slow balled it. If she didn't slow ball right there, I would definitely not have hit her, but I knew because of the slow ball, I was going to be able to hit her. And lo and behold, the score took right here. The only problem with that is, this drone's going to go away, and I can't put a drone on that generator. But whatever. So that drone is now gone. I'm gonna have to replace that, even though there's no one on that gen anyway. But it makes more sense to make sure I have a drone there. Of course, the invitation goes away the second I'm about to go towards it, and then of course before I get added to my drone, someone touches it. So they're not oblivious because that drone was not active. So I'm gonna have to go after them. But it doesn't really matter because I'm gonna put a drone up here, and then the girl body blocks the other girl for some reason. I go after the girl who has the claw trap on her because desolation plus claw trap equals no pallet. So because of that reason, she's going to run away, but then she goes over here and I get lost, and then I realize she's definitely asleep on the pallet. See her head go through the wall. I was like, what? And I missed my hit because I hit the wall. I'm pretty sure I would have hit her if I actually, did hit the wall. But whatever. So she's gonna drop on this pallet, but it doesn't matter because she's a claw trap on her. All I have to do is wait for her to fall off that pallet, in which she does. It breaks immediately, and then we hit her before she goes north. I need to quickly hook her though because of the fact that I am losing every gen in the entire game. Then someone exposed. I don't know why. I don't understand how survivors get exposed, by the way, when I am not near them. Like, if I put a drone somewhere on purpose to make you exposed, I get it. But if you have a drone in the middle of nowhere and you just run into the drone radius, like, on purpose to do something, it's weird. So she's exposed. I'm gonna go after her because I want to kill her, of course. I know she ran over here. She's probably on this generator, if I have to guess. Well, she is. And she's dead. Kick this gen. And now I have nowhere to hide values, so I know where someone is if they run away. She's hiding in this corner. I bet hit the flashlight. But I can't remember actual item she has in her hand. But I am going to pick up this girl. And look, she actually had a blast mine. And now she's exposed, but it doesn't matter because she's already injured. But because she's exposed, I can track where she is if she goes to my drone radius. Which for some reason she goes back into a different drone radius. I don't quite understand why. So now she has a deactivated drone. Now she has a claw trap on her, and she is basically telling me exactly where she is. So because of that reason, I know she's gonna hide on this pallet, so I'm just gonna swing after it. But she's like, no, I'm not gonna hide anymore. And I'm pretty sure I can hit her before she goes into the pallet, and I did. Angles. Pick her up and then quickly put her on the game. Sadly, this game, we really, I didn't hook her on the Scorcher, by the way, because I know I already hooked her on one, and I kind of have to save my Scorcher Pain Resonance stats. I believe she's dead on hook, so she's out the game. Yep. So this game is weird. It's one of those games where, like, I can't really pressure early game because I messed up, so I'm kind of behind. But luckily, this build is really good in every situation. So it's good at chasing people and it's good at stopping gens. So I see everyone. I'm gonna go after this girl because she thinks I didn't see her. Like, no, come over here. Then she decides to go inside of me for some reason instead of running away. Put that really quick down. Then I was gonna go after her, but this girl's exposed, so I won't go after the girl who's exposed in a minute. But luckily for me, she got a claw trap on her, so I can easily follow her direction. Quickly hook this girl. Follow where the girl is. She's back out again on that generator. I don't know why they love doing this gen in the shack. Like, can y'all get her from this gen? So I'm going to kick this gen so I can see where she is to the wall. And then I'll make a genius play. Watch and learn. I just smack her through the window because I'm like, well, I know where you are, so I'm about to kill you. Then the girl on the hook, by the way, has this, I can't remember the name of the perk. I believe it's called, I can't remember the perk. It's Adam's perk. And Deliverance. A really good perk, by the way, where you unhook yourself for free, as long as you get a safe unhook later on in the game. So because of that reason, she unhooked herself, and now I have to go chase her, but she is broken. But she gets healed. I'm a little confused how she got healed, by the way. I thought she was broken for 6 seconds, so I don't quite understand what happened, but whatever. So she gets healed again, and I'm gonna chase her. I'm gonna drone up here, that way she's gonna make her run from this loop. No one wants to loop a loop that a score merchant has trapped. But again, she decides to leave the pallet anyway, like I'm not there. So instead, she's going to run away. And I'm going to hit her. She's going to put down this pallet. It doesn't really matter. As long as I don't get stunned by it, this pallet won't matter. And I realize now I haven't got an invitation the entire game, which kind of sucks. I thought she was going to drop it, so I decided to wait, but she didn't drop it. So I'm going to chase her again. This time I know she's going to drop it, so I'm going to wait. But she doesn't drop it, so I'm like, okay. And I don't care. I'm just going to always wait. Because eventually, she'll drop it, and then I'll be able to get a free hit. But sadly, she is so smart. And she knew I was gonna hit her, so she has she has Dead Heart. So now I gotta loop her again on the same as that pallet that we looped before. But this time I know she's gonna drop it if I don't swing. But it was already down, and I forgot it was. So because of that reason, I was easily able to down her. And then we'll hook her in the basement, and then that's when I realized this game was over because there was just no way. Basement hooked, and now I have to kill one more person, and then I win. But it's weird because then I look back at it. There we go, words. And then I look back at it. I realized that I definitely hooked the same 2 people like 3 times, back to back to back to back. But it's kind of funny. But like it's kind of weird. I don't tunnel very often, but if you're injured and you run towards me, yeah, I'm killing you. I knew the girl was over here because I saw a crow fly away. So I kicked this Jen just so I can figure out where she is, and she's hiding over here, so I know what to do. Murder her. So I'm picking up this imitation, but it's like I don't see her, and then I'm going to and miss my hit because she's like, oh, he has eyes. And then she's gonna go towards the shack, but it doesn't matter because I know the pallet is gone. I'm going to hit her. Now that's legend activated, and there's a chance that I'll be able to down her with that. I know she's gonna vault this pallet, but for some reason why she just vault this window, but she vaults the window kind of slowly. And I'm mad at myself because if I didn't put that drone up, I would have been able to down her. But I'm an idiot, and I chose to be an idiot and put down the drone thinking she would pass vault, but she didn't. But then she gives up because she's like, well, I'm the last survivor and there's no way I'm gonna be able to beat this chase. And I'm like, okay, I understand. That's the one time where when you give up, I get it. Not when you give up at 3 gens because you're playing in score version. Don't give up at 3. But she gets down and she gets hooked as she should. I find the whatchamacallit? There we go. I find that. And as a result, now I know that I am the best and I'm the winner. Because score immersion never loses, even if guys haven't even hit his map. But it doesn't really matter because even though like the beginning of the game was extremely bad because I messed up so badly, but even then I still came back and won because I don't lose, and also my score merchant is godlike. Kind of. Nah, I'm joking. I have a high I feel like I do really well, but I know sometimes I do badly. But I try and pretend like I do really well because that's how I play. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video and when you know. Make sure if you have any builds, I hate made for this by the way. Make sure if you have any builds, you tell me in the comments and I'll definitely try them out. But I'll see y'all in the next video. Have a nice day.